Be in the know with unlimited access to IBJ and Inside Indiana Business. Our in-depth coverage of all things business means you'll always be completely in the know. Subscribe for just $1 a week. Get started now at ibj.com/trial offer.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio on demand for Wednesday, September 17th, 2025. I'm Gary Dick. Illinois-based manufacturer Fukun Logistics America will next month mark the opening of its expanded facility in Hobart. Financial terms of the expansion not disclosed, but the company says it plans to add about 350 jobs over the next several years. Formerly known as Winwright Corporation, the company manufactures automated storage and retrieval systems, conveyors, and robotics for a variety of industries. After nearly 4 hours of discussion and testimony, the St. Joseph County Area Plan Commission gave an unfavorable recommendation to a rezoning request related to a planned second data center campus in New Carlisle. A proposal calls for rezoning more than 1,000 acres of farmland from agricultural to industrial for the project, which is separate from the $11 billion Amazon Web Services data center currently under construction. Developers behind the Electric Works Mixed-Use Innovation District near downtown Fort Wayne are marking a milestone in construction of the residential portion of the district. The first residents of the ELECs are now living at the complex, with a limited number of units still available in the development's first phase. When fully complete, the development will have nearly 300 apartments available for individuals of different income levels. From the state's #1 source for Indiana business news, you're listening to Inside Indiana Business Radio. Our Innovate Indiana series is on the move in October. Join us for Innovate Southern Indiana in New Albany, October 1st. Innovate South Bend Elkhart in South Bend, October 14th. And Innovate South Central Indiana in Bloomington, October 24th. The Innovate series is presented by Indiana University and Old National Bank. Each location will feature a powerful afternoon of ideas, innovation, and insight, and what's next for each region. RSVP now at ibj.com/innovate. Vote.org, a nonprofit voter registration organization, is suing its founder and former CEO.
The organization filed a lawsuit this month against Deborah Cleaver in U.S. District Court in Indianapolis. According to the law firm McCarter & English, which is representing Vote.org, the lawsuit was filed in Indiana because Cleaver directed much of her conduct to the organization's current CEO, partners, and donors who reside in Indiana. The lawsuit states that since she was fired in 2019, Cleaver has allegedly defamed and disparaged Vote.org and its executive leadership in an effort to discourage donors and partners from working with the organization. Cleaver has claimed the organization improperly and wrongly removed her from her position. She founded the organization that became Vote.org back in 2008 and served as its CEO until 2019. That year, the board of directors unanimously voted to remove Cleaver as CEO and terminate her employment with the organization. According to court documents, the decision to fire Cleaver was not made lightly and came after a period of high turnover at the organization and multiple complaints by staff accusing Cleaver of abusive behavior. It was soon after her termination that Cleaver allegedly began her vendetta against the organization, the suit says. Shortly after her firing, Cleaver formed Vote America, an organization that seeks to increase voter turnout and simplify political engagement, according to its website. But the lawsuit stated that Cleaver continued to double down on her intent to ruin Vote.org despite the existence of Vote America. Alex Brown, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
The city of Anderson has been awarded a state funding package of more than $45 million to help pay for a slew of water infrastructure improvements, including a new water plant, new wells, and the replacement of all lead pipes. The funds will include a host of low-interest and forgivable loans, which will help keep water rates among the lowest in Indiana, that according to a news release from the city. This is Gary Dick for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand. Get a behind-the-scenes look at Indiana's most influential leaders. On Business and Beyond, we go beyond titles and resumes to explore the personal stories, pivotal moments, and hard-won lessons that shape Hoosier leadership. Hear from the people driving Indiana forward in their own words. Subscribe and listen wherever you get your podcast or at ibjpodcasts.com.
Do you want to know what really drives change in Indiana? You won't find it in sound bites. You'll find it in stories. Stories from CEOs, lawyers, coaches, entrepreneurs, and community advocates. That's the IBJ Media Podcast Network. Insightful, local, impactful. Find all of our shows by searching IBJ Media in your podcast app or visit ibjpodcast.com.